Thanks for watching. I'm Margot Kinberg, and this is In the Spotlight, a closer look at a crime novel. Crime novels that feature younger protagonists can offer a fascinating perspective on a crime, its background, and so on. They can also appeal to a younger audience, and it's always good to get young people interested in reading. Let's take a look at a crime novel like that today and turn the spotlight on Jennifer Lane's Miracle. 14-year-old Deborah Miracle Jamieson lives with her parents Jim and Henrietta and her brother Julian in the small Australian town of Borunga. She's called Miracle because an earthquake struck the area right as she was born, and she survived. For the same reason, though, Miracle has always felt she's a curse. When Jim Jamieson is let go from his job as a postman, he looks for other work but isn't successful until he gets a job at a local crematorium. There are already rumors that the crematorium is poisoning the local water. In fact, several deaths have been linked to it. Things for Jim only get worse when a local boy is badly beaten. Everyone thinks Jim is guilty, including the police, and he's duly arrested and imprisoned. Now the Jamieson family is ostracized with the whole town turned against them. For several reasons, Miracle feels responsible for it all, as she determines to find out the truth so she can clear up the mess she feels she's made. As she does, she unearths all sorts of secrets people have been keeping. She also finds out some dark truths about some people in the town. More than that, she comes to a better understanding of herself. And in the end, we learn the truth about the attack and how it's related to the poisoned water. So what are the elements that hold this book together? What runs through it? This is a small town novel, and Lane depicts it clearly. Everyone knows everyone, and everyone knows everyone's business. People are quick to gossip about each other, and their children bring that gossip to school. In that environment, it's very hard for Miracle to get answers. It doesn't help at all that because of the earthquake, her mother has mental and emotional issues, and her brother has special needs. That only makes the family the subject of more gossip. Those assumptions people have about each other figure into the story. Since the novel takes place in a small town, the network of relationships plays a role too. Everyone is someone's child, co-worker, partner, schoolmate, and so on. Untangling those threads of the story is important to understanding how the story develops and what leads to the beating that shocks the town. This is a distinctly Australian town and a very Australian story. The language used, the local culture, and so on are all very Australian. It's not the outback, but it's not exactly Sydney or Melbourne either. The story is told from Miracle's point of view, first person past tense. So the events of the story unfold through her eyes. She's only 14, so there are things that don't register with her. At the same time, though, she's smart enough to put two and two together, as the saying goes. She's resourceful and quick thinking, but she is at times immature, as you'd expect. She speaks her mind and isn't afraid to confront bullies and so on. Still, she has her moments of fear and vulnerability. As the story goes on, Miracle develops a stronger sense of herself, and it's interesting to see how she grows as the novel goes on. Because of that, you could also say this is a coming-of-age story. Miracle is at an important time in her life. She's still a child in ways, but she's beginning to ask adult kinds of questions and think through things. Miracle tells the story of a crime and its impact on a small community. It features past secrets, lies, and assumptions, and a protagonist who'd just like to be a normal kid with a normal life. This has been In the Spotlight. I'm Margot Kinberg. Thanks for watching.